Welcome to the Troy Ag Department in Troy, Missouri. I'm Carson Calvin.
And I'm Ashlyn Higgins. And it's our extreme honor to represent the Troy FFA chapter while being in consideration for the Model of Excellence among the 8,739 chapters across the nation.
In order for us to paint a portrait of the scope of what the Troy FFA program has become, we feel that it is our obligation to let you in these department walls in order for you to have a true dynamic to see what has become the Troy FFA. Follow us.
Since the Troy FFA charter in 1930, 10 advisors have directed the Troy FFA chapter, but the one who has set the standard for excellence was the one and only Jess Clontz.
That's right, Ashlyn. Mr. Clontz established a mentality of hard work, discipline, and accountability that has been inherited by Troy FFA members throughout our existence. Although the area has seen great change, the fundamentals of our chapter continue to be guided by our program's vision statement, which is to prepare and motivate students to achieve career success.
A combination of character, culture, and consistency has resulted in our chapter having been named the Model of Innovations winner for Student Development in 2015 and the Premier Chapter for Building Communities in 2019.
If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Words uttered by Ben Franklin centuries ago relate heavily to the approach that our executive committee takes while developing a calendar of events. Consequently, a well-executed program of activities has been essential to uphold the values and traditions of our chapter. This past year, our chapter planned and executed an astounding total of 72 student enrichment activities designed to grow leaders, build communities, and strengthen agriculture.
Orchestrated and evaluated by our Officers Executive Committee, our POA is the result of determining activities that have worked, identifying activities that have not worked, brainstorming new ideas, and connecting activities to national standards. Weekly meetings allow for our officers team to establish subcommittees and develop a plan of action for each event.
In order to allow us to provide premier leadership and personal growth to each member, underclassmen and non-officers alike play key roles in executing our chapter's endeavors by volunteering at least one subcommittee.
As our 3 FFA advisors provide guidance throughout the year, they instill in us 3 words as a model for everything we do: quality, pride, and tradition. These words form the Troy FFA motto and provide support and structure the chapter needs for accelerated success. When people think about the Troy FFA chapter, they probably associate us with our strong ag mechanics program that has hoisted the Missouri State Fair Sweepstakes Award for 43 of the past 46 years as Missouri's premier chapter in the fabrication of agricultural mechanics projects.
Or you might be astonished with the hundreds of plaques that line the walls of the Ag Building, highlighting our students' success in career and leadership development events, as well as agri-science fairs on both the state and national level.
However, these are outsiders' perspectives. An inside perspective shows that members feel a sense of family, not related by blood, but instead by the bonds created through rewarding activities where students share the same ideals, faiths, and virtues, all the while growing into future leaders of the community. Welcome to the family showcase freshmen' unique talents while developing skills that will last them a lifetime while they participated in leadership activities throughout the evening of August 29, 2019. 109 freshmen gained self-confidence while becoming better equipped to take on life challenges. Throughout the evening, 32 seniors on the leadership committee provided testimonials encouraging freshmen to become involved members within the Troy FFA chapter. 6 leadership stations were designed to encourage freshmen to utilize teamwork and decision-making skills in order to overcome future obstacles. but the highlight of the event featured a 75-foot slip and slide that encouraged green hands to slide outside their comfort zone, while connecting with senior members who helped them understand the family atmosphere that our program has adopted.
Our second featured Growing Leaders activity was designed to help members achieve personal growth, as 35 of our chapter's upperclassmen participated in the 2019 Troy Agribusiness Leadership Experience, otherwise known as TABLE. Organized by the Personal Growth Committee, TABLE showcased rewarding career opportunities within 50 miles of our school district, while touring agribusinesses such as Bunge, the Climate Corporation, the Donald Danforth Plant Science Center, Rabo Agrifinance, and Novus International. Briley Browning, a Troy FFA alumna, encouraged participants to network, listen, and become aware of ways in which they could develop a positive self-image in the workplace and on social media. Following dinner, students enjoyed a St. Louis Cardinals game, rooting on the Redbirds to victory and competing in a scavenger hunt while at the ballpark. Throughout the experience, students gained valuable input from human resource representatives on how to become more employable in our nation's #1 industry, agriculture.
Career success was the theme for our third Growing Leaders activity, as the Career Pathways Mid-Mo experience promoted student growth as 36 members visited a variety of agribusinesses. At Cattle Vision Semen Distribution Center, students practiced their artificial insemination technique with actual cattle reproductive tracts, whereas the National Biodiesel Board enhanced students' understanding of the importance of legislation in agriculture, while Central Dairy offered delicious ice cream and discussed the challenges as well as the rewards of working in the dairy industry. But perhaps the highlight of the event was when Chris Cheng, the director of Missouri's Department of Agriculture, encouraged participants to consider utilizing their leadership abilities in an ag-related career. Activities such as these have led to tremendous growth of our members who lead by their actions, not just their words.
Speaking of leaders, it was former President John F. Kennedy who said, "If not us, who? If not now, when?" We feel that this quote best describes our chapter's desires to help others in need while ultimately contributing to the betterment of our community. When it comes to honoring our country's military, there is nothing that our chapter takes more seriously. Last November, a senior member of the Citizenship Committee heard on the local news that Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery needed assistance in laying Christmas wreaths on the headstones of departed military veterans in the Wreaths Across America campaign. Needless to say, it didn't take long to convince the rest of the committee that this was something that we needed to take part in. So on the freezing cold morning of December 14th, 2019, 25 members set out to Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery, eager to help beautify the grounds while honoring our fallen military by assisting in the placement of more than 18,000 wreaths on headstones throughout the cemetery. Unfortunately, upon arrival, we soon realized that many others saw the story on the news as well, and 2,500 others showed up, and our services weren't needed as much as we had hoped. Fortunately, though, the event was still a success, as 15 of the members who made the trip were able to locate the final resting place of their loved ones, including Jay Hazekamp and Tyler Brooms, who were able to honor their grandfathers by placing a Christmas wreath on their headstone. Citizenship was displayed at the highest level, as members were truly honored to take part in this event.
Our second Building Communities activity was organized by the Stakeholder Engagement Committee, while cooperating with local organizations to assist in our Veterans Day assemblies. Over the course of a month, 35 freshmen and 17 senior committee members organized 2 Veterans Day assemblies designed to honor our military men and women who served in our United States Armed Forces. On November 11th, our Veterans Day celebrations showed genuine appreciation towards the 75 military members for their great service. However, it was our members who were impacted the most as they learned from organizations such as the VFW, the Fire Department, and the Lincoln County Council on Aging on how to properly display patriotism while honoring our nation's heroes.
When members of the Human Resources Committee met on November 6th to plan our third featured Building Communities activity, they did so with the intent to identify a local organization that works to improve the well-being of community members during the holiday season. It didn't take long for them to land on an organization called The Key, whose purpose is to end youth homelessness in Lincoln County. Within the last 5 years, our county has seen a 552% increase in homeless youth, leaving as many as 150 without a home. After our committee chairman met with leaders of the Key organization, it became clear that there were areas in which our FFA chapter could contribute. Thus, the Christmas is Key project was initiated. An outpour of generosity took place over a 2-week period from our FFA members, who donated a total of $1,222 that were used to purchase Christmas presents for 5 local families, as well as support 3 homeless teenagers living at the Key Youth Center by purchasing and installing a new kitchen island. The efforts of this event advanced not only our community, but also our chapter by reinforcing the idea that even simple humanitarian efforts go a long way in improving the well-being of those who live among us.
As we transition into discussion as to what our chapter does to strengthen agriculture, I'm reminded of a quote by Thomas Jefferson. "Agriculture is our wisest pursuit because it will in the end contribute most to real wealth, good morals, and happiness." Thus, the hashtag TroyFFA Advocates crusade was created to benefit agriculture by increasing awareness and ultimately changing the narrative about common misconceptions associated with production agriculture. 252 FFA members took to social media to educate the public while creating funny memes and sharing stories of their experiences in agriculture. Over the course of a month, members attached the Troy FFA Advocates hashtag to hundreds of posts, receiving more than 15,000 engagements, 1,221 likes, and 455 shares.
Our Relay for Life Alumni Rodeo provides our members an opportunity to work hand in hand with our FFA alumni who show us so much support throughout the year. For the 13th year in a row, the Troy FFA Relay for Life Alumni Rodeo brought down the house with Bronx Bowls and Barrels, while 286 rodeo contestants proved that they were tough enough to wear pink. In this collaborative effort between members and the FFA alumni, the 2019 rodeo raised $28,960 to support our chapter scholarship fund as well as the American Cancer Society. 290 devoted their time to set up for the rodeo, work the gates, and of course sell tickets to ensure the 2019 Alumni Rodeo was a complete success.
Members have worked hard to establish the Troy FFA brand while making blue the must-wear wardrobe for incoming freshmen for the past 90 years. Our Promoting the Brand of Blue recruitment activity was an effort to generate excitement among the school district's 8th grade class. Enthusiastic seniors have engaged 502 prospective members in a number of activities in order to establish how the Troy FFA's brand of blue can have a lifelong influence by laying out the countless opportunities ahead of them. These efforts ultimately led to 164 students enrolling in the Ag Science 1 class for the 2021 school year.
Throughout our presentation, we've included words from individuals who have helped shape this great nation, as well as activities that have helped shape the members of our chapter. Although Ashland and I are 6 feet apart today, I can assure you that our chapter has never been closer.
And we will stay committed in participating in activities that will uphold the quality,
pride,
and tradition that makes the Troy FFA chapter this year's model of excellence.
We leave you with the words of Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do, excellence, then it's not an act, but a habit.
Thank you.